my old college javelin. Remember?
Dumb builds. The Edun. Have you ever wanted to throw your melee weapon at people, but not use the specific weapon type you use to throw melee weapons at people? Well, this build might just be for you. The Edun's special attack is pretty bad. But with this build, you'll be throwing a tiny ICBM at enemies. First off, you'll need 3 things. 1. A high-strength, high-duration Valkyr with the helmet ability Wrathful Advance. Valkyr's kit benefits this build in multiple ways. With their passive's extra damage, the attack speed boost from Warcry, and the massive slow and damage vulnerability from Paralysis, when you throw Wrathful Advance in the mix, you get some crazy numbers. 2. You'll need a grouping tool, such as your Operator or Nautilus with Cordon. Since your range is so low with your Valkyr, you're gonna need to pack large rooms of enemies tightly to fully CC them. And lastly, 3. A good Edun build. When it comes down to fun factor, I would say that this is a solid 7 out of 10. While it is fun to cosplay Steinax, the Edun special has some initial problems that make the weapon feel pretty clunky. For example, when you throw the spear, it leans to the right and is a little off-center. It also pushes you forward, making headshots difficult to hit. There's also a bug or feature where if you hit an enemy affected by the slow like Valkyr's Paralysis, the detonation of the spear will take much longer. So for those larger groups of enemies you slow, you're gonna need to aim at the ground. Besides those initial problems, when you get the hang of this build, it's actually pretty fun. Utilizing Valkyr's various buffs transforms a fun but weak weapon into a gameplay loop that isn't common for most Warframe players. So this is a build that I would definitely recommend picking up at least once. Gameplay. While the Edun does have a lot of damage and great crowd control potential with Valkyr, the overall combo requires a lot of setup that would only try on survival or defense missions. So sadly, I don't think this will be the next big disruption build. But for those other game modes, you can comfortably set up Valkyr's Paralyze and clear large rooms of enemies in seconds. You can even have those pesky acolytes afraid to show up. So for gameplay, it's getting an 8 out of 10. Overall, this build was one of the few that I thought would be pretty cool to show, but to never try. And I'm really glad to say that I stand corrected. While at first it may feel clunky, it's actually pretty satisfying to repeatedly lob spears down a hallway of unassuming Grineer. And with the weapon having multiple aspects you can buff like attack speed and combo count, you can have some pretty crazy games with friends. So what's keeping you from trying?